Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Shaneria and this is Talk and Crime. Today we have another reaction video, but before we get started, I would like to welcome all the newcomers and tell you to join the family. If you're not family, you're missing out on a lot. And if you are returning, you know how we like to do it. We like to get straight into the reaction video. Let's get started.
Imagine your 15-year-old daughter being groomed by a 21-year-old man that she met in a chat room. The man grooms her all the way up into her adult years. All the way up into her adult years. She decides to marry him and start a family. The moment that they start the family, the man become abusive, but not to her, to their child. So like when a baby will be crying and stuff, he will pinch the baby. We all know if you pinch a baby, it's not going to do anything but make the baby scream louder. So when the baby would scream louder, this motherfucker would put the baby in one of them little coolers that you take like to the beach. So once he started doing that, the girl figured, you know what I'm saying, let me get my baby up out of here. This man is crazy. Not herself, but she wanted to get the baby up out of here. So she go to him like, you know what I'm saying, if you want me to stay, if you want us to stay together, we need to put this baby up for adoption. So he like, okay, cool, put the baby up for adoption. So they put the baby up for adoption, y'all. But they still stay together and they have 2 more kids. So when the baby that they put up for adoption turned 18, she go looking for her parents, y'all. She found them. They still together. So, okay, part 2. So, once the daughter who they gave up for adoption, she came and spent 2 weeks with them. So, you know what I'm saying? She just getting to know her mother and her father and her siblings. So, she spent a day with her mom. They kick it, they talk, you know what I'm saying? Of course, the question of why did you give me up for adoption is going to come up. So, when she asked her mother why she gave her up for adoption, she ain't really tell her. She just kind of told her, like, you know, things wasn't right. I wanted you to have the best life that you can, you know what I'm saying, that I knew you can live. I wanted you to be able to take trips, experience the world. So she like, okay, I did have a good childhood. Cool. So now
No, you was being ridiculous. You should have left that man. Period. You should have left him.
comes time for the daddy to spend time with her. So once the daddy starts spending time with her, of course the question comes up again. She asks him, Dad, why did you give me up? He basically tell her like, oh, it wasn't my idea, it was your mama idea. She wanted to still kick it and party, woo up the bam, so she gave you up for adoption. So now the girl looking at her all sideways like, damn, really? Because that ain't what she told me. So anyway, he take her out to like this little burger spot, gets her fucked up. Yes, he gets his underage daughter drunk or whatever, bring her back home. She throwing up, all type of shit. So the mother sees that she's drunk, that she's intoxicated. She spits. So she goes to the dad. She like, are you like, what's wrong with you? Why would you get your underage daughter drunk? He think it's funny. He laughing it up. So that was the last straw for the mother. So she basically found the house and she decided to move out. She did give her oldest daughter, the one she gave her for adoption, she did give her the option to stay with her or stay with her daddy. But as you know, the daddy had already got into her head, so she decided to stay with the daddy. So girl, why they start having relations, got her pregnant, and they got married. So once the mother got word to what was going on, that the daughter was pregnant, she went to the police to see what her option was, what she can do. The daughter and the father end up moving to Colorado to be closest to his mom. So once she had the baby, it had took a minute or whatever for like, I guess, the paperwork to go through for him to get arrested. The police came to the house where they moved to in Colorado and arrested the daughter and the father for incest. And then let me go back a little bit. He was already doing the same things that he was doing to her mother to her once they had their baby. He had started already abusing the baby that he had with his daughter. So anyway, they get locked up. The girl go basically back to her foster parents' house or whatever and start living with her daddy. So anyway, you know what I'm saying, she talking to people, different people telling her stories, and her foster father basically told her like, what he made you do was not right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was not cool. So it kind of set in with her like, damn, I was sleeping with my daddy. So when her daddy got out of jail, he FaceTimed her. He was all excited to see her or whatever. And she basically told him like, we can't do this no more. He got upset, y'all. Stalked her. Unalived they baby. Unalived her. And then went and unalived himself.
This story is crazy. When I tell you, like, at first I was like, I don't know if I believe this. This is sick. But then I remember it's a girl. She went viral for doing the same exact thing. And then this other girl went viral for, it was her stepdad. instead. Like, he literally helped raise her from young child to an older adult, groomed her, had kids by her, and people were raising money just to like help her out so she can get away from him because he was abusive and all the above that her mother and other people was telling her before she decided to do all this stuff. Like, he brainwashed her to the point of making her feel like this was okay, and then had kids by her and everything, only for her to come back on social media begging other people to help her get away from this man. So I can believe this story because there are a lot, and I mean a lot, and I done heard this type of story other times before. So this is nothing new. But there are a lot of people out there with stuff that is sickening like this. Like, period. That was crazy because I feel like her mother should have told her the truth from the beginning before the dad even got into her head. Because that mother had to be brainwashed before to give her baby up for adoption and then start having other kids by him. Like, you literally had to be brainwashed yourself by this man to give up your baby and not leave this man in the beginning because he was being abusive and pinching your child. But yet you gave her up just to keep this man. That is sick all around. But you should have told her when she came back to find y'all why you really gave her up. Because not only did you not tell her the truth, it left opportunity for this man to brainwash her, talk her into thinking that incest was okay, have a child by her only to do the same thing to her children. When these children come back and want answers, give them the truth. Stop hiding the truth from them. You may, look bad in their eyes because they don't think that it was the right thing to do. But at least they have the truth so they won't be blindsided and lost like this. I know she was 15, but come on now. Like, to me, 15 is old enough to know better. Like, this is your family, and yet this is your father, but yet you do this stuff. Like, I'm sorry. Like, 15, you should know better by then that this was not okay. But yet she did it anyway. Can't take it back. I'm so sorry that she lost her life. I am so sorry that this happened to her. Like, at this point, she should have never even came back to find him. This is a story where leave well enough alone. But unfortunately, this gives people, children, adults, the desire to find their parents when they find out who truly raised them is not truly their blood. It leaves a lot of curious, open thoughts, and they just want to find these people. But this story was sad. To lose your life by your biological father that did nothing but torture you when you were little, only to give you up for adoption, later for you to come back and him to brainwash you into thinking it's okay to have kids by him is crazy. Their baby lost the child life, an innocent child that had nothing to do with the whole situation, lost their life, and then he was a coward and killed himself. All of it was weird. You guys, drop down in the comment section what you think about this story. Let me know if you heard other stories like this like I have. And don't forget to subscribe. If you are new and watched all the way to the end and you haven't subscribed, subscribe and join the family if you are returning. You guys, thank you for watching. And to everybody, I hope you all have a blessed day. Peace.